Hi guys, Dean here, back for another video. Just thought I'd do a quick, video, probably won't end up being a quick video. Was at a record fair yesterday. It's just a small thing. Our local, our newly refurbished live venue, which is the Unity Works in Wakefield, sometimes do this thing called the Vinyl Revival, which is it's made like a sort of crafty sort of market type thing. They also have obviously a vinyl element to it as well, which is basically essentially a record fair. Normally split it's normally actually split up on two levels, up in the upper rafters as it was at the venue. But yesterday was quite different. It's pretty much on all the street level, which is quite good. So obviously caught any street passers by as well. Went into a couple of different rooms and ended up in the bar area, which is quite nice. So there's some live music going on as well while I was flicking through some records, which is cool. But anyway, I did actually do a video yesterday, but for some reason the camera hadn't focused on me at all, and it was just a complete blur, which may be a benefit for some of you, but not great to watch. Just having one blur. So, but anyway, we'll get cracking on the videos. Some of you may have noticed this thing has returned, and again for some reason it makes me thirsty. So let's grab a drink. So today, in honour of Aaron, I'll be supping down on a Virgil's orange cream soda. Very nice it is too. We've recommended the black cherry stuff before, but I like the black cherry. Where I love the taste of the black cherry cream soda, but the black cherry is very dominant. Not much cream soda here, but certainly the orange cream soda, you get a hint of the orange, plus you also get a lovely taste of the cream soda. So that one's for you, Aaron. Cheers, mate. Anyway, let's crack on. So basically we've got a few records, some of which I've heard before, some of which I haven't, so there's a mixed bag basically. So let's go through them. First of all, Samson, Head On. Obviously this was the band prior to Bruce joining Iron Maiden. And the reason I picked this up, I already have this, but I didn't think I had the insert that came with it, which is basically that. So it's a nice printed insert with some photos on one side and the lyrics on the back. And then when I picked it up to check out the vinyl, to see if the vinyl was any good, it comes with the original patch as well, which, as you can see, still has the web backing on it, and it's never been used, which is really nice. And the vinyl is in tip-top condition as well, obviously on Gem Records. Now I don't have, I checked when I got home, obviously I do have the inner on mine, but I don't have this, which is even better because my copy, as you can see, this is just a plain sleeve, whereas my copy has promo sticker on it saying includes free sew and patch, which this copy doesn't at the moment, so it now does. So that's quite nice. So these records, by the way, as well, they're all in a bit of a bargain bin, which were £3 each or 4 for 10. So ended up working about £2.50 each. Ended up getting £20 worth. So it's about $3.50 in the US. So really good good prices on those. So that was good, so pick that one up. Next one, which I picked up, which I've been after for a while actually, in a decent condition. It's Whitesnake, Slip of the Tongue. Now this one, you know, by no stretch of the imagination is this Whitesnake's best by any means. Comes obviously in the printed inner, and it's on EMI label. It's just a standard black label. So nothing special. The reason I wanted this one though was for Steve Vai's appearance more than anything else. I really like Steve Vai's playing, and I thought he added an additional element to the band that was probably lacking. So you know, sort of towards the late 80s. This is 89, so it's on the cusp of the 90s. I really did Fall For Your Loving on here, but I mean, to be honest, there's no standout tracks on here at all. It's mainly a filler for the Whitesnake collection. I know I probably haven't shown many Whitesnake, if any, at all over past videos. But I've got most of the stuff. I do prefer the earlier sort of bluesy rock stuff to what they were doing in the 80s, but you know, that's just the way metal was going, you know, at the time. So big hair metal, big on catchy riffs and that sort of thing, and it's mainly all about the music video more than anything else. So anyway, so it's good to have. You know, £2.50, it's a bargain. It's pretty much mint condition, that one. So normally the other ones I've come across have just been knackered, so it's great to have that. Next one is Rainbow on Stage, which is a 2 LP set. Double live gatefold, and this is from the Ronnie James Dio days, which personally I prefer. I've got Rainbow Rising, and I've also got a couple of the other albums with Jolene Turner on. I prefer Ronnie James Dio. I just think, you know, his voice suited Rainbow a lot more. I preferred that era. Yeah, so this I don't have, so this was a nice pickup. Again, for the price, it's you know, in decent condition, so no problem at all there. Next one, still in a bit of shrink, is George Thorogood and the Destroyers, Bad to the Bone. So this is a later release, 82. So obviously got Bad to the Bone on and so forth. I'm not sure whether you'll see much of that through the shrink, but and comes in a nice printed picture in the sleeve. So again, not this. I haven't heard the album. This one, I don't think. I've heard a couple of bits of George Thorogood, but so yeah, that one's nice to have. I'll give that a clean and a spin. Next, Sammy Hagar. This one is Standing Hampton. Interesting cover. Again, this one I think, yep, has look at that shot, Sammy Hagar. That doesn't reek out 80s hair metal. Although to be honest, I think Sammy Hagar pretty much sported that. I'm sure Sammy Hagar came born out of that way, but this is 81, yeah, and it's a Keith Olsen album. Again, I've not listened to this. I'm only really familiar with Sammy Hagar's stuff via Van Halen, really. I think I've picked up one of his other albums actually recently, but I haven't listened to it at all yet. So again, this one, it's in nice condition. On Geffen Records, it's a Keith Olsen album, so you can pretty much, you know what it's going to be. But yeah, you know, worth a listen for that price. Next is ZZ Top. This is Diguello. So again, another ZZ Top album. I haven't listened to previously. I do have a few ZZ Top albums, but again, this was in you know, it's really good condition. So that's its picture in the sleeve. Vinyl's nice and clean. We know these need it clean, but everything I get secondhand now, well, new as well, goes through the cleaning process, so that's all good. I don't, nothing on here track wise that stands out. Fall for your stockings. Don't think there's anything off the top that rings any bells, but yeah, sounds good. Don't mind a bit of ZZ Top at all. Next was Ry Cooder's Get Rhythm. Again, Ry Cooder, another one that another guitarist that I do really rate, and he's sort of not quite. I don't think he's got the recognition he deserves, really, Ry Cooder, over the years. I do have a lot of his albums. Managed to pick some up pretty much as a job lot. I think about half a dozen of his as a job lot. So I've ended up trying to find the rest of his material as well over the years. But you know, never really been disappointed. I sort of came across Ry Cooder on from the film Crossroads, the Ralph Macchio sort of blues film about Robert Johnson's Lost Song, which is a cracking film if you want to watch it, even if it does have the cry to kill him. But I'd definitely recommend listening to any Ry Cooder if you have any interest in sort of guitar-based blues, that sort of thing. But yeah, so really nice to have this one at such a good price. And then finally is Joe Jackson. Body and Soul. Again, picked up a couple of Joe Jackson songs, purely because of the Got the Time cover by Anthrax years ago. But this one's got quite a few people. It's got Ellen Foley on vocals as well. You know, it just seemed quite a. I think it's the back that you know, this looks like a, you know, pretty much an old school jazz record. So and obviously with the sax on the front, it sort of yeah, it sort of drew me in, as it were. And I thought, you know, if I've not listened to this one, we'll give it a blast and see where we go. I do like Joe Jackson stuff, and I like Ellen Foley's vocals, so yeah, should be a good one. So that's it from the haul I got yesterday. Also picked up something on eBay, which I'm on a bit of a Japanese kick at the moment, so I'll just quickly show that one because it's probably not going to fit anywhere else. This was the Runaways live in Japan. I picked this one up on eBay. I mean, I've been looking around for this for a while. Do love the Runaways, but the Japanese packaging is always nice. So this is a gatefold. It goes down across there. So obviously the live in Japan set. Just a standard Mercury label there. Vinyl's nice and clean. But the picture, well, the listing on eBay was essentially that picture with the Obi strip down the side, end of, and the detail on the listing was pretty much just the same as well. There's no other details. So I messaged the lady that was selling it. I said, "Do you have the portraits?" She says, "Yeah, we've got the portraits. Everything is complete. Everything's fine. It's all in pretty much mint condition." Had a bite now on it for £23 or something, with a best offer available as well. So I went in at 21, got refused. 22, got refused. 23, got refused. So I thought, why bother with a best offer? Just ended up paying the full price for it. And it comes with all the portraits, as she did suggest, which is good. So we've got the portraits there, and each one has detail on the back there. You get the drift. So yeah, each one has the information on the back for each the band members. But sadly, with it being a Japanese pressing as well, the Obi strip, sadly, it's torn. So there's nothing on the back to essentially join the two together, which was a bit annoying. The Obi strip, as you guys will know, is the key thing when it comes to Japanese pressing, the completeness of the package. Context there, because obviously the picture didn't show the torn Obi strip. She said she didn't realise it was torn, even though she packaged the item up. So anyway, I said obviously you're selling something that isn't what you're listing, so either I'll send it back with a full refund and you refund me my postage, because I'm not going to be out of pocket for this, or you give me a partial refund. And we went backwards and forwards a bit. In the end, she ended up giving me a £5 refund on it, so it ended up being £18, which is good because I regularly see the standard UK version of that. You know, incomplete as it were, go for £30 odd at record fair. So very happy to get that, but just a bit annoying about the Obi strip. But you know, hey ho. So that's it for now. So we'll see you guys. I'm going to do another video. There's a couple of other bits I want to show as well. But in the meantime, cheers, you all, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.